Okay, so yeah, so so Seth is a Homo sapien. Cain, even his the way he was kind of told in the Bible was more of a darker Homo erectus type uh, that stayed in Africa, but was kind of condemned or kind of changed or kind of needed to be more like Seth or needed to evolve into Seth or that Homo sapien type. And then Abel was pretty much slaughtered and killed. The Neanderthals, their religion, they liked horned deities, or I said deities, horned animals like deers and bisons, and shit like that. Even when they did their burials for their kids or their toddlers, or burials for their elders or anybody that kind of died, that was important. They would bury them in a nice ritual like way with horns of animals. We know that in the Bible, the shepherd or the lamb, you can connect that to the ram. You can connect those two, or that bushy type of that. We are okay. The shepherd in the Bible is a lamb, and you can connect that to the ram. Period. I don't even want to get into it or argue about that. Period. Connect that to the ram. So that's how I connect those two. Seth, or the Homo sapiens, he was a new evolved, or new, and he needed to bless, and even his father loved him so much and gave him so much praise. I forgot what he blessed him with exactly. You okay? And then the Homo erectus and Cain, even the Homo erectus, their diet, they chewed a lot, which meant that they did a lot with vegetables and fruits and things of that sort, and that's mostly what their diet consists of. So in Cain, he gave God fruits and vegetables and shit that he grew, and he had the intelligence of agriculture and growing, and that skill. So, and with that skill, you can create places for people to be in, for people to thrive off the land. But that also has to deal with tearing the land down and breaking it down. So, yeah. And then I did kind of get, well, you would think that this would get me to the story of Adam and Eve and all that bullshit, but I feel like we've done a lot enough on that and shit. This also could kind of go, like, I actually was getting to the story of Adam and Eve, but I actually stopped reading that little creation of the Joe Adim ass little story I was reading. I stopped reading it, and I kind of just cut it off and got into this, and I started thinking. So, yeah, this is what I got so far. It is what it is. Think of it what you want. But yeah, I haven't finished. But these are the thoughts that I have so far. I was going to go into all the chakras. I might as well go into all the chakras and what I connected them to. Why not? Damn, I gotta go back to this page. Shit, y'all got so much bullshit in here. Okay. I did all the characteristics for the elements for ether, because ether kind of confused me. I gave it the detail of I categorize ether as a void or above our element. It's like the in between, like this transition into another element. For example, I feel like ether has to do something with elements, almost like getting active with each other or having sex. If you mix what fire and water, you create steam. So I feel like that's sex of the elements, and ether is a transition into that. So it's the chill out. It's the source energy of energy. If that makes sense. It's the source energy of God. It's what God blessed the elements with to create. Okay, that energy that God blessed them with to create. That energy blessed them with to create. But I gave ether to the violet chakra, or the hair, the above chakra, or the crown chakra. the moon to the third eye, and I gave that to the sense of seeing. And I'm sorry, the violet was body awareness, the sense of body awareness. Um, blue, the throat chakra, which is communication. I gave that to water, and that's the sense of taste. Green, which is the heart chakra, I gave that to Mother Earth. That's a sense of touch. You could touch the heart with music, with sound, with frequency. So, shh, I don't want, be quiet, baby. Go on. Yeah, I don't want the baby. Go play with the baby in your room. And you know I don't like toys in the living room. I know it's just Mickey Mouse, but no, Mickey Mouse is just a toy. She's pretty, but you got to keep your toys in your room, baby. But anyways, yellow, I gave to the solar plex, which is the sun. And that's smell. Because even if you smell something, it can affect the way your stomach feels, type shit. It has everything to do with digesting and, you know, the pancreas and all that. And I always get confused with the name of this one, but it's the orange one, which has everything to do with emotion and sexuality. And I gave it the sense of balance and movement. And for the root chakra, I gave it fire. I didn't tell you the motherfucking. That's wind. I'm sorry. The orange one is wind, because that's a transition. Wind helps transition also, and carry things on to the next phase. Whether it's animals, sperm, mammals, they fly. Sexual organs, da da da. A flying mammal, it's a sperm, swimming mammal. Okay, anyways. The root chakra, I gave it sound. You can make stomp and make sound. I gave that to fire. Even even when you do rituals, you have music going, sound going, so forth and so whatnot. Which is a blood sacrifice, and that has everything to do with red and sound. And that has to do with your adrenaline gland, your fight or flight sense. Go, boom! You let the gun off when you run in the track. Sound. So I just kind of try to make sense of this shit that I have kind of jumbled up in my mind also. I like when your mom screams at you, go, andale. I mean, we all. And you can connect plenty deities with these. Plenty, I feel like you can look that up yourself. You can connect like I said, the zodiacs. And zodiacs are nothing but fucking gods and goddesses. Right there in your face. You can connect deities, beings with these shits, all that. And for ether and wind, I want to separate those two. So, wind is more like a sexual thing. It has everything to do with sperm, and I feel like ether has everything to do with dimensional beings. Does that make sense? I feel like she riding her bike in the house. But yeah. So that's how I kind of separate the two, because I know that can kind of get confusing, because it kind of confuses me, and I try to make sense of it in my own head. So, oh, and I want to get the definition of plexus. That's a network of nerves or vessels in the body. Or they call it a detailed or complicated network. So once you have control of these plexus, which pretty much every chakra has a plexus. I have it all in my notes. Every chakra has a plexus, which is a main network. And once you have control of these main networks, once these deities or your alter egos or your inner egos have control of these networks, it can take control of you. And this when you have your disease and your mental illness and all your fucked up things, because your shit is this. Stop. Go on. Don't be running into me and doing all that, Amina. I try to be nice. Go on, Amina. Because now you playing with me. You riding your bike in the house all backwards. Go on. But, yeah. I forgot what I was saying. And she just walking away singing. So, you know, none of that penetrated baby girl. That's crazy. But yeah, this shit is serious, and I'm trying to make sense of it, and I'm making sense of it in the simplest way possible, because not all that shit is simple when motherfuckers just saying, oh, I'm trying to make it simple. Nah, nigga, I need a simpler, simpler-ist, the fuck. So, but yeah, I'm gonna just kind of end it for now, and I'm gonna post it, and I'm not gonna probably even edit, fuck it.